What's up, everyone? Welcome to today's video. Welcome to the Video Game Fight School channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. So today we're going to be looking at Gotham Knights and some of its marketing and the direction that it's taking, because it appears the EGX event that's going on right now has provided an opportunity for some sort of a marketing shift that's quite interesting. So one of my audience members here, Titan Gamer, posted this little tweet that came from Rocksteady, and it's the Rocksteady team actually riding taking pictures of them riding with the Bat Bike at the EGX event. In fact, Titan Gamer says, what do we have here? Imagine the Gotham Knights versus the Suicide Squad game. I think that's actually something that I don't know if it's going to happen. It's just a different universes. But I think the more important thing here is this. This is, in my opinion, the first time that I'm seeing, I don't know if anybody else has seen, the open acknowledgement of this game from Rocksteady. Now, maybe there were a little bit of shout outs going on during the DC Fandom event when both games were revealed, but I didn't see anything then, and it's been 2 years. Now, we all know that Rocksteady is the pioneer of the gaming scene in terms of, superheroes. They came out and they just were able to do something that no one had necessarily put their finger on, and they changed the industry forever. The industry is going to be changed, or had already been changed, after they made their first Arkham game and continued onward. So I think maybe that they possibly did not make too many mentions of this, because at the end of the day, you're going to have fans that are in the position where they're like, I don't care. Even if they post about the Gotham Knights game, there's going to be somebody that just goes ahead and ignores all that and says something like, when you showing Suicide Squad? I mean, everybody knows that Suicide Squad is for next year, and there are 2 games on the line in front of Rocksteady Suicide Squad. So you're just going to have to wait till Gotham Knights gets out of the way, and then Hogwarts Legacy gets out of the way, and then Rocksteady is going to eventually start showing their game again, because the marketing cannot overlap one another and cost sales according to these corporate agendas. And it brings something that's very interesting, because the other day I was actually patrolling around their new website. Apparently they've tweaked their website a little bit, and a little bit of my, I don't know if it was maybe a shaking confidence with their new game, the Suicide Squad game. I think it was actually very interesting what they posted here. So under their first game, Urban Chaos Riot Response, they actually said this. They have a Did You Know section, and they said, did you know some people mistakenly think that Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is our first multiplayer game? This is wrong. Urban Chaos Riot Response featured online multiplayer. This statement by itself has slapped basically a bunch of the videos that I've made surrounding the Suicide Squad game, because yeah, I do have concerns about that game, but in thinking that this was going to be, or Suicide Squad was going to be their first online multiplayer game, I guess I may have just gaffed a huge amount. So that's crazy that they actually put this section. I'm sure they've been watching or hearing, comments from the community, and they decided, no, we're going to go answer this. We do have multiplayer experience. So that's actually pretty good. My hope and my, mindset is that this kind of a, soft collaboration will continue to happen, because it's happening across the industry. 1 minute, the, Borderlands Twitter account will message, say, the, other Twitter account of something. And I mean, it's interesting the way they just go ahead and just interact with one another, even though they may be in different genres. In fact, one of the really cool things that I also got to see on Twitter a few days ago with this soft collaboration type thing is a post by America Young. For those of you who know, this is the actor, that's going to be playing the character Batgirl in Gotham Knights. And, here she writes, just thinking about how much joy this little exchange gave me, Borderlands and Gotham Knights, because the Borderlands Twitter page just asked randomly, hey, at Gotham Knights, what are you doing on October 21st? Saving Gotham. What about you? That was the reply. So we're starting to see these kinds of things pop up. And I think if there's the opportunity to continue to create awareness across different places, it will really make a whole bunch of sense to me, because this is now the norm within the game dev world. I think the competition is there, but it's also a thing where these different companies and studios recognize that they have their core audiences, as well. And I think the end of this conversation is going to basically be wrapped up in how the game developer community reacted to that meme that went all around. Remember, there was that little Twitter post where somebody says, you know, if you know how game development works, you know that visuals are the first thing that you create. This is a game that's been, you know, in development for so many years, and it looks like this. And that comment really stirred up a lot of game developers showcasing what they do in the background in regard to how they go ahead and make their video games. And what that person said is actually and almost factually inaccurate in the grandest of senses, if you get what I mean. And so I'm glad that there is this kind of a, conversation going on. And in our community, I hope we continue to see it across the different studios, talking about their different games. We've also seen Gotham Knights even, chip in terms of broadcasting a little bit of marketing for trying to hire a sound engineer for, what's the name of the studio? Monolith Games, that are making the Wonder Woman game. And I think right now in their hiring process, they need someone that's going to come in and do some really good sound work. To me, that's exciting because that tells me that the game has progressed through its most skeleton prototype phase. And now they're just looking for somebody that's going to eventually start building, say, an alpha or a pre-alpha for the game. And they want to have all those components in there. But this is pretty much where we are right now. I really appreciate you guys' time and audience. Thank you very much for your comments. Thank you for the tweets that inform me about things going on in the industry. And I just want to say we'll talk very soon in another video. Peace out.